Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for the weekend sales.
So we're going to go over what's sold in our online store. We are resellers. We sell stuff online. We pick it up at garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, try to sell it online for a profit on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, wherever we can. These are all the stuff we picked up and we've sold from Friday through Sunday. So we'll go over the numbers first, then we'll show you the items, kind of what they sold for, and at the end you should see a breakdown of kind of what our estimated profit is. This is a fun way for us to make some extra money, so we're going to go over it.
So we had 33 sales on just one platform this weekend, and we got just over $890.
Which is not really our goal. Our goal is $300 a day minimum, so this weekend was slow. I don't know why. There's plenty of listing going on. A lot of items have, that would sell this time of year have been going up, so it's not like it's a dead time of the year or whatever, but for whatever reason it was slow. There were a couple items we're waiting on payments for, quite a few, so maybe those will come through, and we have a little bit of time left today. So let's get into it though and jump into what sold.
First up, we have this lot of 2 sealed vitamin C with rosehip tablets, and those sold for $16 shipped.
These are actually Target brand. We got them from a dead stock buy we had from one of our sources. I didn't put Up and Up in the title. I couldn't remember if Up and Up is like a Vero brand or not, so I just listed them as what they were, and someone bought them.
There you go. Next up, we got a lot of 2 broken original Xbox consoles. They're for parts or repair, and those sold for $67.50.
The thing is, I think they're going to Michigan. These are just a way for us to get rid of some old broken consoles. Usually it costs anywhere from $25 to $35 to ship them, so we make like maybe $20 on the deal when it's all said and done. That's just the way broken consoles that I don't have time or energy to fix. We'll make a few bucks on or get our money back and get them out of the store.
Then we've got a Canon SureShot Max with the strap, sold for $17.50 shipped.
Is that one for parts, does it say?
Yes, parts or repair.
Something must be wrong with it. I don't know what it is, but these Canon SureShots, if they work, do usually sell for $25, $30, $45, depending on which model you have.
Then we have a black Rainbow Rainmate air purifier. This did sell for $55 shipped.
It has some wear inside there, but it does work. Linda will probably clean it even more before it goes out. She's a good cleaner. And that was $5. They usually sell, like, every one we've had has sold within like a day or two of listing.
Then we've got an 0203 Acura RSX manual from the $700 manual buy, sold for $120 shipped.
And that was our best item, I believe, this weekend.
Next up, out of our vintage or sample perfumes.
This is from a different buy, but yeah, same guy.
Out of all of our stock that we have, this is Amazing Grace by Philosophy. That's actually a brand you can get at Ulta or Sephora. And those sold for $28 shipped.
Paid $5 for this. They were part of a set, and there was like a cream there too, but it was like already used for whatever reason. These were not really used, so 5 into 28. That's okay.
Next up, we have a Wolfgang Puck Bistro food processor stem, sold for $25 shipped.
$25, pretty good.
I'm sorry, spindle.
Spindle. This is pretty good. It's a stem basically, but pretty good for $25. For a stem for $25.
Then the $800 DVD buy, we have Roswell Seasons 1 to 3 complete for $30 shipped. Next up, out of the $100 jazz buy, we've got Hal Leonard, Dr. John Teaches New Orleans Piano, sold for $17 shipped, and it did have the CD with it.
It does.
Then we've got a diecast 2013 SRT Viper kit, and that sold for almost $30 shipped. Next up, we've got Lego Indiana Jones for PSP, sold for $12 shipped.
This one's got a rough case, but it's sold.
Next, we've got a Toshiba remote, sold for almost $14 shipped.
Remotes, I say all the time, one of the best categories to start off in at garage sales because they're so cheap, usually easy to test, easy to look up, and there can be some pretty good value.
Then a Curtis DVD remote, sold for $16 shipped.
Curtis isn't the best brand either, just a DVD remote, but there's not much listed, so it's sold.
Then this item's going GSP. It's a Fisher-Price Easter Schmooshies.
We sold one of these already around Easter time. We had 2.
And the box is damaged, but it still sold for $25.50.
Someone asked me if they could just buy the mini eggs one time. I'm like, these are like from the 70s.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
Oh, 88. Sorry, not 70s. But
either
still,
way, it's nasty.
Whatever you're into.
Then we got Resident Evil 6 for Xbox 360, sold for $7 shipped.
Not worth your time.
Moonlighting Seasons 1 and 2.
This is a good one.
Sealed.
Brand new sealed DVD
sold for
here.
almost $41 shipped.
That was from a garage sale, I think. Yep. Easy money there.
Next up, the Highwayman Live on VHS, sold for $9 shipped.
I don't know where I got that from.
Another little perfume we've got out of Hirsch Quattro. This is Miss Dior And that
Not
one
really that full.
is a mini. It's called a mini splash.
Yep.
And that sold for $30 shipped. Look at that, guys. $30 right there.
Barely any in there, but it's like a $70 perfume or something, I think, if it's in there.
Then we got a Pokemon card. This is a Dark Golbat.
Golbat.
Sorry, my bad. 7 out of 82 rare holo card. Sold for $11 shipped.
Bought a bunch of Pokemon cards for $60 and he was in there. That was the first one to sell.
Then we've got an SK Wayne Drive spark plug socket. Sold for $8 shipped. Next up, we've got a set of Sanford Clickster grip
Kind of
colors,
a bolo here, I guess, if
mechanical pencils.
So you guys, this might be unassuming if you see this, guys. These are, it's in a plastic bag here, but this is not, it's new, like open boxes, some of them are missing, but these are like little mechanical grip pencils. They're different colors. I think it's from 99. This was $5 at an estate sale, and this took a best offer of
$75 shipped.
75, and this sold within 2 days of listing. And the guy offered me like 45. I had it listed at like, I think 90. I was hoping to get about 84. That's why I had best offer on, around 80. And I counted at 85, and he went all the way up to like 55, and then he came up, and I was at 75 my best, and he took it. He or she. So
I wonder if the rebate would still work.
But these and there's different brands. There's Papermate. This is these are Stanford or whatever. But there's different brands. These little Clickster ones, they sell. Even some people were selling like 2 pencils loose for like $15 or $8 for a pencil, which is pretty good for one of these for 99. So
yeah,
keep an eye out, guys.
Next up, we've got new Super Mario Brothers 2 for 3DS, sold for $14 shipped.
Always sells.
Then scanners from the Horror Buy, sold for almost $19 shipped, going global shipping program.
Kind of a weird looking DVD there.
It is.
From Big Lots for $3. If we would have stocked up on these, we could have made some money.
Dang.
Missed it.
Then we've got Lego Racers for N64, sold for $13 shipped. Next up, Kingdom of Paradise for PSP, sold for $13 shipped.
Never played that game.
Then we've got The Last Days of Frank and Jesse James, sealed, sold for $13 shipped.
That was from Savers, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Savers the other day, bought a bunch of media. We've already sold like, I don't know, probably almost $100. But we're paying about $250 each. This one sold for $13.
And then this one is SOCOM. You just
SOCOM.
Oh, SOCOM, okay. Navy SEALs Combined Assault for PS2, sold for $6 and some change.
Again, not a good one.
Next up, we've got Little Deviants for PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
Sold for $17 shipped.
I bought a PS Vita for $100 with a bunch of games. We're probably going to make all of our money back on just the games. We're going to see another one here pretty soon. But these little PS Vita games, if you can find them, I'll show you what they look like loose. They're kind of small, like a little,
looks like a
little Game Boy game,
it looks like
DS
a
game. Yeah, or a Switch, yeah. Very small. But if you can find these little guys, the games have value. So this one sold for $16, and then we got another one.
17.
17.
Next up, Resistance Burning Sky, sold for $35 shipped.
And we have a whole stack more that will sell eventually, not today, but.
Then from Camp 2021, we've got 2 apron Corvettes for slip-on aprons, sold for almost $20 shipped, and that is going GSP.
These are 50 cents a piece, so we're $1 in. We sold one set already for around the same, and then we sold this. We have, I think, one more set left.
One more set.
So it's been a slow seller because we bought these in June of 2021, and now we're past that point. But we've sold 2. We're making money. Some sales are just slower. It just takes more time. Not the same demand.
Then we've got a WWE wrestling figure. This is Evan Bourne. Sold for $10 shipped.
Yeah.
And next up, Noah got one of those
loot
crates, and he didn't want everything in it, so we sold it.
Yep.
This is Evil Dead 2 Henrietta versus Ash figure, sold for almost $12 shipped.
Yep. First class is super light.
And last but not least, we've got this Ultra HD Sport Action camera. And that one did sell for $20 shipped.
We got a bunch of these. These are like knockoff GoPro. They're not really knockoffs, but they're just cameras that look like GoPros. We got them from... Under attack. No, we got them from one of our new sources. He had a lot of pallet stuff. But these little cameras, we sold one for $25. This one sold for $20. We have a couple more. They all go for around $20 or $25. Not a whole lot of money, but I took them because they're new. So, you know, we'll make a little bit, but they're not the greatest quality. But that's all we got. I put this out, but it didn't sell. I don't know why. Forgot to put it back. I think I pulled it out and I got the socket. That's all we got, though. Hopefully some more stuff will come through. We have quite a few items that were waiting on payment on. couple of them today, one from yesterday. If they would have come through, that's almost another $100. And then we have a huge order, but I don't think they're going to pay. And then another order that looked good that they haven't paid. So still got those non-paying buyers. But that's all. We're going to get this packed up, and we'll see you guys in the next video with what sells Monday. Take care.